Hey folks, how's it going? Checking out more Black Mirror. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Alright man, the first episode of Black Mirror was wild. The dude having sex with the pig, the whole situation that was set up with them kidnapping the princess and all the jazz. It was just a wild episode. But I enjoyed it though, dude. I really did enjoy it. As I said, I saw like the whole pig thing out of context. I don't remember it exactly going down that way though. I do just remember a guy humping a pig, and I feel like I remember actually seeing the thrusting, like them not showing penetration, of course, but him just like pumping a pig. I feel like I remember seeing more of that, but it was so long ago. After watching it, it's just like the top half. So I don't know. So it's just kind of crazy how you think you remember things, but I did just see him like having sex with a pig out of context, and it never interested me in seeing the show. And I mentioned that before. Like it's not something that made me want to watch Black Mirror, but yeah, dude, it was a wild episode, and I really enjoyed it once everything was put together completely, and just seeing how everything unfolded. It was a cool episode. I enjoyed it. So I look forward to this one. This one is I think it's a little over an hour. It's about 20 minutes longer than the other one. The other one's only about 43 minutes, and this I think is an hour and 3 minutes, I believe, something like that. So a bit longer. Really look forward to checking that out. Enjoyed the last one. So let's just go ahead and jump into it, and we'll talk about it more at the old end. I thought that was him. From Get Out and Tea Leaf. Cycle. Pretty cool tech.
New from Wraith Babes, the hottest girls in the nastiest situations.
Well, yeah, of course, it'll come at a cost. Like ads everywhere.
Still another month. I believe in angels. Something good in everything I see. I believe in angels. When I know the time is right for me, I'll cross the stream. I have a dream.
Let's play Bubblegum!
That one does that sometimes. Hang on.
There's a little nubbin in here somewhere.
So what do you do with one of those when you get
Almost
stuck?
the only real thing in there, and even that's grown in a petri dish.
Thank you.
Well, at least like we have, you can like kick. I'm guessing she has a crush. Come on, bud. When people are around.
Oh, for Christ's sake! We're in a mood killer, Blubber No. Cheers for the reflection.
Bogus.
1 minute I'm in Slitsville, the next there's a haunted pig gawping at me. Then
Bro.
I want to cut to a war crime. Bye. You missed a bit.
These are bogus.
Pie! You see that? Fucking pie! He'll be in lemon and all before long.
Dang, how much did it take away?
New
Another ad.
from Wraith Babes, the hottest girls in the nastiest situations. So let's view.
Oh no.
Resume viewing. Resume viewing. Resume viewing. Resume viewing.
Cold-blooded. You can't even look away.
Viewing. Resume viewing. Resume viewing.
Yeah, that's definitely
Resume
coming
viewing.
soon.
Resume viewing.
I just read about some tech like that.
You are going to
It's
see
supposed
it
to
all.
make sure you pay attention
Exclusively
to
on Wraith Babes
you know,
XL.
conference calls and stuff. They want to make sure you're alert. Like, they're gonna use that for
What
something
else
else.
are you planning
It's
to
probably
do
gonna be
with that
this.
hand?
Hi, I'm Roxy. Hello.
Hi, I'm Evie.
God bless him. There's some viewing. You better look at this ad. I guess I can notice to her, but I can't tell if that's a girl that likes him and she just curled her hair, or if that's a new girl. I'm kind of trying to remember what she looked like, for sure.
Didn't let him sign in. Told him to report to 22 down.
Oh, that's a new girl.
Told ya. He's gone lemon, the lazy fuck.
Try my hands.
Impressive.
Oh, no.
I mean, have fun. I mean, on the.
Hey, regular
Yeah, it's
user.
real smooth.
New from Wraith Babes, the hottest girls in the nastiest situations.
It was perfect timing. Oh, no. uh. Like, dude, how many times I had to skip a porn ad? You know I'm not interested. Ugh, stare too much. Creepy. Throwing my artwork.
Sorry.
You've got a phenomenal voice. It was the most beautiful song.
My mum used to sing it, and she learnt it from her mum. Me down.
You thought of trying out for Hot Shot?
Me,
Why not?
singing in front of Judge Hope. I die. I mean, it's what, 12 mil just to enter? What kind of bike time is that? 6 months?
Yeah, but-
You know what? I'm hand to mouth. I know people save and starve to get onto that stage. I know that's what Selma did.
Yeah, but-
you know
He's
what?
definitely gonna give her the money for
I'd
sure.
rather not give
With the
myself.
Yeah, but I'll
credits.
gift it to you.
Don't be ridiculous.
Seriously, I've got a spare.
You've got 12 mil spare.
My brother left it me.
Oh,
In a
that's not
tenner,
good.
does he?
No, he died.
What do you spend on you then?
And buy what? Some new shoes for my double to wear.
I don't know. Upgrade your room, OS.
Or get a Fatac season pass. It's all just stuff. It's stuff. It's confetti. You've got something real. What?
Oh, wow.
15.
Yeah, that's what it's called. The episode's called that, yeah. Wow. That's so much. This dude's out of control.
New from Wraith Babes, the hottest girls in the nastiest situations.
Yeah, they're watching out, boy. You spent all your money. You got like, what is it, three left? 9. Okay.
Okay, what are you?
Singer.
Compliance?
No thanks.
Yes, thanks. It's compulsory for all contestants. And more to the point, it'll stop you puking with nerves.
She's got to perform.
Well,
Nasty. So rude.
yeah, it's just a touch of Lightfoot. It'll pass. Make the most of it. I mean, you can't get this stuff anywhere else.
You okay?
So I think this whole thing is,
Yeah, just. I don't know, everything's just a bit wider apart. I'm fine.
so it's just like bring the pretty one. I was like, this whole thing like staged and like set up.
Yeah, fine. Right, you're on.
What are you gonna do for us today, Abby?
I'm going to sing.
Would you mind, lifting up your top for me?
No.
Can you take off your top? I want to check out those titties.
That's crazy.
You hot.
Please,
Remember
just
this in the commercials.
sing for us.
You can blame me, try to shame me. We'll understand.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. Probably the best piece of singing we've had this season.
Yes! Well done!
Good though your voice is, not as good. It's not the most magical sound in the world. It's just good. I don't think anyone's really hearing it. Certainly not the guys in the audience. You've got this pure beauty. Seems to be a knockout figure. And this sort of interesting innocence going on. And that's something I think Wraith's erotica channels could really
I was just about to say,
with.
they want her to do
Absolutely.
porno.
That's what
I
I
was just about
thought.
to say that.
The moment I saw you.
When them ads
The
kept popping up.
moment.
I'd watch.
Damn. Is it?
I don't think.
Okay,
You gotta make
know
a
what? This
decision
is
in front of
starting
all
to
these
annoy
people
me.
too.
Who do you think is powering that spotlight? Millions of people, that's who. You know what? They would give anything, do anything to be where you are now. Am I right?
That is fucked up. Yeah, it's terrible. You turn the audience
Obviously
against
with
her.
all that as though it's nothing.
Of course he's happy. Freaking pervert. I think you found your ticket out. Work would never do that. I think you found love. And then you gotta go do this. That's a jacked up situation.
A Wraith Babes reality special.
I guess I'd like to be as big as Selma one day.
Now, watch her stunning erotic debut.
Oh, blood. He has to sit through this.
So, who do we have here?
I'm Abby.
You met at Hot Shot.
I'm also thinking about how many credits this is gonna cost him breaking the screen. Oh shit. He's gonna commit suicide. Ah. See that? Dude, how much of porno are they giving away for free? God bless them. Stand in the same place. It's not suspicious.
A what, Nick one? Oh, an ethnic one.
What the what?
You're a prick.
You're playing that girl big time.
So what are you, a magician?
An entertainer.
Could you say that down the screen as a self-contained sentence?
I'm an entertainer.
Oh, I'm an entertainer.
Before you go on, you need to drink a compliance.
Gotta give me one back there.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you are good to go.
Who are you?
Bing Madsen.
What are you planning to do for us?
What the fuck? A sort of performance.
A sort of performance?
Yes.
Oh, I suppose we better see it.
Okay.
She get turned on.
No one stops me, not till I've said my piece, and you could do what you like.
Oh, man, just fucking kill yourself. But you get any on me, dog, I swear to God, I'll kick your ass back to life, just so I can cut your goddamn head off.
Kill that dude.
I think we should let him speak.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Speak! I haven't got a speech. I didn't plan words. I didn't even try to. I just knew I had to get here, to stand here, and I knew I wanted you to listen. To really listen, not just pull a face like you're listening, like you do the rest of the time. A face like you're feeling instead of processing. You pull a face and poke it towards the stage, and we la-dee-da, we sing and dance and tumble around, and all you see up here, it's not people. You don't see people up here, it's all fodder. Because we're so out of our minds with desperation, we don't know any better. All we know is fake fodder and buying shit. All tiny cells and tiny screens, and bigger cells and bigger screens, and fuck you! Fuck you! That's what it boils down to, is fuck you! Fuck you for sitting there and slowly making things worse. Fuck you in the spotlight, the sanctimonious faces, and fuck you all for taking the one thing I ever came close to anything real about anything. But oozing around it and crushing it into a bone, into a joke. One more ugly joke in the kingdom of millions, and then fuck you. Fuck you for happening. Fuck you for me, for us, for everyone. Fuck you.
Jesus Christ, that felt so real. And they still don't fucking care.
That was, without a doubt, the most heartfelt thing I've seen on this stage since Hot Shot began!
Oh my God.
Your truth, admittedly, but truth nonetheless. And you're right. Authenticity is in woefully short supply. I'd like to hear you talk again.
How so?
With a slot on one of my streams where you can talk just like that.
I'd watch it. Such great passion.
He was all right. You're a little out there, but that throat cutting thing, your gimmick.
What do you say? 30 minutes, twice a week?
Translates 15,000 new ways to kill time in your cell before you explore
no.
afterlife, which doesn't exist anyway. But with any luck, you'll take your mind off those saddle sores, eh? You know, the only thing stopping me from slashing myself open right now. I might not die right away. And before I went, they'd find a way to charge my twitching half-dead cadaver 20,000 merits for swabbing the walls clean. Yeah. Anyway, hang on in there, if you must. Farewell forever.
Maybe.
To the same time next week.
Oh no.
Stream offline.
Piece of glass. Penguin, remember by. Yeah. All right, man. That was wild. That was a really wild episode. I enjoyed it a lot. It kind of reminded me of how, you know, things could be in the future when people have been talking about Neuralink and all that stuff, how we're going to be forced to look at ads and you're not going to be able to turn it off, like in the middle of your sleep, and Neuralink's just going to turn on and show you an ad, and the only way to get it turned off is to deduct from your bank account and stuff, because your bank account's going to be connected directly to it. All those things. It just was, I don't know, that's what it reminded me of the direction we're going in already. It's kind of paints a bleak future because there are technologies they're creating that are similar to this. They say it's to help workers be more focused and stuff like that. Neuralink isn't speaking about that, but you can see it going in the direction because right now they're starting with, like, you know, working on people who are, like, I think, like quadriplegic and paraplegic, but they, later on, supposed to help with intellect and all these things, dementia and all this stuff. But there's another company that's working on something. I forget exactly what the company's called. I had to look it up, but it does something where it's supposed to make sure people are paying attention. It not only is supposed to monitor brain waves, but look at eye movement, all this stuff, to make sure you're actively paying attention to what's going on the screen. And they said it's supposed to make sure workers are doing what they're supposed to do with remote work, because remote work is going to increase even more over the years. And it's to help employers get ahead and keep their workers productive. And, you know, all this stuff. They're trying to explain it, but it's just very dystopian. They want to have access to your mind and your attention your entire work shift, 8 to 10 hours, whatever it is, and make sure you're not skewing off. And eventually it's gonna go into like a point system, you know. Like if you're going to a daydream while somebody's talking in a boring meeting and all that stuff, you want to know you're paying attention. And you can see that being adapted to something like this, where if you're watching a platform, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, whatever it is later on down the line, where if you're not paying for a subscription, that if you look away from the ad, the video stops. That's it. It's going to end, and you have to look back at it. You have to pay attention to the ad if you want to continue to watch the content on that platform, and you're locked into it that way. Which is wow, because I remember, I forgot who was talking about this. It doesn't matter, but it was one of the head people at Google speaking about how the reason why they don't make a big deal about ad blockers and why they haven't set up their websites like other websites where it detects ad blockers and says you can't access the website because we detect an ad blocker, and why they don't do that is because statistically people who block ads otherwise aren't moved by ads anyway, and they wouldn't buy the product anyway. Most people, they're not the type of people who will be shifted by ads anyway, so overall it doesn't really impact the overall thing anyway, so they don't really make that big a deal about ad blockers. Yeah, and you assume everybody will have those numbers, but there's a lot of websites that really do push, like, you can't access this thing without ad blockers. And I definitely get it, where people, like, you have to, in order to run websites, a lot of websites are ran off of ads, and that's the case. I know it's hard to accept that, and a lot of people get upset about it, but that's the case. A lot of them wouldn't exist without the advertisers. Advertising on it, so somebody has to watch the ads down the line. And if there is no advertisement and you're not paying any type of subscription fees and there's no advertisement, whatever, then you're using the product. They're taking your information and selling it to people. And then in turn, you're still going to advertisers. They want to see how they can sell you stuff better. And so in the end, it's just a bit way to sell you stuff. That's how it turns out. But I even heard that even Google is starting to kind of like change their stance a little bit on ads. I'm not sure how this is going to happen on ad blockers. I heard like down by 2024, 2025, Google Chrome is going to stop allowing ad blockers pretty soon. I think it's 2024, 2025. They're talking about that. And I was like, I wonder what made them change their stance. Because for a while they said like people don't watch it. So I know there's some shift in that. So I don't know for sure why it is. Maybe because they just become so popular, and maybe because ads have become so intrusive. And also, I know ads also, a lot of ad blockers didn't used to, but they also block tracking information too, like cookies and things like that. And cookies are the way they gather more information about like your other internet traffic, so they can actually take that information, like sell it to other companies, so they get money from there. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't have all the ins and outs, but my whole point is you can just see this future being like a real thing, man. You could definitely, I could see it. But I assume they're riding those bikes to like Power Grid or something dystopian and crazy like that, for sure. That's crazy, man. You still feel bad for old girl who liked them though, man. I mean, it's no point when somebody it's not reciprocated, like when he wasn't interested in her either in the other way, but it felt bad. It's kind of funny when everybody's like cheering for the girl like that should win the competition, and she's upset like, oh, she don't have that much talent. But you can see the girl has a good heart, because when everybody's rooting for her to do the porno, she was one of the only people who were like, man, this is a really messed up situation. Like, I was jealous of her because she is getting attention from the guy that I like, but I really think it's really cold-blooded that people are rooting for this. This isn't cool, man. She's been treated like an object instead of a person. And it really sucks that she got pushed into the situation. Like, people can say like she chose, but is there really a choice? Ride a bike for the rest of your life until you can't do it anymore, just in order to feed yourself and take care of yourself, or have a slightly easier life, but you just become a piece of meat to men, and where everybody looks at you. It's I don't know. It's a difficult. I don't know. It's a terrible situation to be placed in, and then all the pressure that's on you. You have this entire crowd of people saying you need to do it, and they're telling you have like seconds to make the choice right now, and you just drunk that compliance juice or whatever that makes you a bit more malleable and compliant. It's just an awful situation to be placed in. And then the guy's having sex with her, and she's like singing this song that her mom used to sing to her. All around awful situation. Just terrible to even watch. I definitely thought he was going to go in and just slaughter them, or possibly work hard to become a porn star to try to rescue the girl. But I'd never expected the whole turn with him becoming, I guess, a product itself. You know, them using him, and that's I guess a smart way to do things. Like I guess they can like live vicariously through him. Like him, people won't necessarily uprise because of him. They just like, yeah, man, that's right. I feel that way sometimes too. They keep on cycling this bike. They're not necessarily going to do anything, and they probably know that. They're probably saying like if he's doing it, other people probably thinking about it. Maybe if they have him to list to, that'd be enough for them to kind of, I guess, get over themselves. I don't know what they're necessarily thinking, giving him a show, or maybe I don't know. I don't know if they think it. But if he killed, yeah, that makes sense. Because if he actually killed himself on the show, he'd become like a martyr. And if they kill the broadcast, it's the same thing. People wonder what happened to him. They'll assume he killed himself. And then still, I think he'll just become like a martyr for that situation after they said all that stuff. And it just inspire more people. So it'd be better off to put him in a position where it just inspires people to do something similar. Where they run out and maybe put a glass or something. They think like, oh, it's been done before already. Bobby, get out of here. Stop copying off what's his name. And that's really about all that will come from it, most likely. So I guess it makes sense in such a weird dystopian future. All around, this is crazy. This is a very wild episode, but I definitely enjoyed it. It was entertaining. All right, folks, that is it. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. See you in the next one. Later.